morning. How are you? I'm just trying to, wow, I'm reading the chat. Just got here and wow. Yeah, okay. I don't even know where to begin. Where to begin? Where do I begin? All right. I got to go back. I don't want to go ahead. I'm going to go back. I'm going to start at the top and come down. And I'll get to that in a minute. I just want to go over a couple of things. First of all, welcome to Triple D, Double Decker Delora Day. We are in the process. I thought I would have tickets available for the national gathering on July 4th and 5th in Columbia, Missouri. I thought I'd have it for you. I don't have it for you. And I'm sorry. We had an issue with tickets. So not just with a website. So I'll have it for you next week. So don't worry. They're coming out. That is Celebrating God and Country. And there will be a VIP area for people that are in the chat. Please don't say, oh, I'm in the chat. And then you're never in the chat. It really is for these people that are all coming. That's why we made it in the middle of the country. So everybody could come there and they'll get to know each other. So they'll have their chat name on top and then their real name underneath. Builds community and makes us all much stronger. So it's very important for that. So those will be ready next week. Also, how do we get to do this? These are free. We don't charge. We don't ever charge. We've never charged and we will never charge. So we do them as we're able to get money to do one. So now we're doing it. But one of the ways that we are able to helps us be able to do this is Joy and Country, our joyandcountry.com. October 21, 2021, we first started doing these, which was a prophetic declaration to us, a word that Kim Clement gave us in 2015 and said it would be in 2021, and he was spot on, and it was. And when we got that word, we weren't going to try to make it happen, but we needed money. And so along comes Jenna and our daughter, and she puts up this website. So that's joyandcountry.com. This is a necklace. Again, it goes right over your head really easily. It's got a Psalm 91 written here and our little jewel and this big old angel wing. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's stainless steel. And then the earrings, brand new. This is a pre-order, guys. She makes these as we need them. Look at this. These are Psalm 91 feather crystal dangle earrings with the Austrian crystal. That's a feather in there. It's hard to see it here, but it's got detail. It's really beautiful. So that's a new edition and it's available on pre-order. You know what? I'm going to leave it off and so I can show you later. And then we have, I've been telling you about, these are super popular. These are car charms. Okay. This one says, God is never more than a prayer away. May he guide you safely day by day. And it's got angel wings and a tassel and some jewels here. And what you do is you unhook it and you put it over your rear view mirror. I love these. If it was up to me, I'd have 10 of them hanging there. But Dennis isn't, he's like, one's enough, maybe two. So these are awesome. Everybody wants one. And so there's a bunch of different ones. So go look at those. Okay. I look lopsided without my earring on. So I'm going to put it on as I'm talking. Jenna said, there are a lot of new items on the website, including spring boutique items, Psalm 91 tumblers, jewelry, patriotic scarves. Oh, go look at that scarf with the angel wings. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see that. And let's see, a bunch of great gifts. There's also new items and go to new to check those out. Today starts Saturday Steals discount on the website until tomorrow, Saturday at midnight, 10% off your entire order. Use the code Saturday, please, please, please. And as always, free U.S. shipping. Bada bum. Okay, before I begin, I got to do this because I cannot answer another email. It's just too much. So I've got to do this. And then I promise you, I'm going to go into all your questions. But this is regarding the district court order that had to be paid out. They made the Supreme Court by a 5-4 count vote. USAID, $2 billion had to be paid out for completed projects. So it went to the Supreme Court. Now, Chief Justice John Roberts, and he was, look, he's supposed to be a conservative. He was appointed by George W. Bush. Amy Coney Barrett, those two joined the 3 liberal members and ended up saying, yes, you have to pay. Now, how a district court judge ever did that over an executive order from the President of the United States, obviously, there's no explanation. It's completely unheard of. The order was unsigned, which is called a shadow docket. You got to read about that. Not that it's not real, but it just doesn't really hold the weight. Orders that are issued without an opinion or that are unsigned, it means no one justice took responsibility for it. See, no one wanted to do that. No one wanted to officially do that. So this was very loose. No one had an opinion. Then along comes Justice Alito, who put on the record that the Chief Justices vastly overstepped. Now, I'm going to say a little bit more about this. I want to read you something that Alito said. He said, let me get it. Needed to pay the $2 billion. This is right from when they gave it. Okay. When Alito and other dissenting justices acknowledged Wednesday the plaintiff raised serious concerns about non-payment for the completed work, Alito said it is way too extreme, and he was completely shocked. He also called it a sham. It was pretty incredible that the words that he was using. Now, in a 4-hour hearing yesterday, Ali, the judge, said that Trump administration's argument that presidents have authority is not true. I don't know what constitution he's reading out of, but that is not true. Now, let me tell you what bothered me about this whole thing. First of all, can the decision be overturned? Yes, it can. But as of yesterday, there was, like I said, there was a 4-hour court. Judge Ali said you have to, the Trump administration has to start payment back by Monday. So that was done yesterday. When Congress disagrees with the Supreme Court about an interpretation of the Constitution, which is what this is, the only direct way to override that interpretation is for 2/3 of both houses, that means of Congress, that means Senate and House of Representatives, to propose an amendment to the Constitution, and then it has to be ratified by 3/4 of the states. Very hard to do. It could happen. I don't think it will be. I think President Trump is picking his battles, and that's not one of them. Can a justice be impeached? Yes, through Congress. Actually, in 1804, Samuel Chase was impeached for partisan behavior and actions that undermined the court's respect. Not sure if it's warranted or not, but I got to show you something, and then I'm going to go to the questions. Tuesday night, after President Trump's historical speech to Congress, tonight on Fab 4, I'm going to talk about it because that's Triple D Day Part 2, and who people are stepping down out of the people are, would you hear what's going on? But this is what I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? President Trump is leaving. He shakes the hand of all the Chief Justices and gets to John Roberts, and this is what he says. Now, he says this on Tuesday night. They vote on Wednesday. Watch this. Just a few seconds.
Best of your family.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Howard.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Won't forget.
So good.
Okay. So he says, thank you to John Roberts. I won't forget it. Okay. Thank you. I won't forget it. Now, what does that mean? Did he speak to John Roberts? Did somebody talk to John Roberts? Did President Trump think this was going to be a slam dunk? There's something weird there. Then the next day, it's Roberts and Barrett go with the liberals. Something happened. Something is off. Now I'm going to tell you right now, watch John Roberts. Something's up there. Something's up. Something's up. Something's up. Okay, so that's that. Let me go now. I'm going to go back up to the top. Oh boy. All right. Here's one. What was the purpose of the capitulation tour President Trump did? Okay. Patricia Madeline. Capitulation. First of all, let me give you the definition of capitulation. It's like the act of surrendering and in respect to make an agreement on a set of conditions. Okay? That's Patricia capitulation tour. Okay? So what he did is he went, first of all, that's where he was walking in front of the Queen, said all kinds of stuff. That's when he wouldn't bow to the sheikh like Obama did. So all of this, what it was setting up 2020. But I'm telling you, I believe this. I know people think I'm out of my mind, but I'm sorry, I do. I believe it. I'm sorry, I believe it. I believe at that point, President Trump was aware that the 2016 election was rigged and not, but they never expected him to get so many votes. And now he's thinking, I got to go on this capitulation tour. I'm going to speak about things that could happen in my next term. I'm going to make kind of agreements with people. I'm going to make nice build relationships. That was why he did that. And the seeds sown in 2017, I believe he did it, or beginning of 2018, are being reaped right now. That's why he did that. He's always way ahead, way ahead of what is going on. So I hope that answered that, Patricia. Gilman. Yeah. Sorry, your thoughts on if timeline has been messed with. Okay. The timeline we're on as a country and as a world is endless, but eternal. Trying to figure out how I can say that differently. Satan believes he can mess with timelines. Remember who God is, okay? God is not Satan's opposite. That's a joke, okay? Satan created angel. Satan is not Jesus's opposite. Satan is the opposite of a good angel, a bad angel, a good angel, okay? Satan was created. Satan has no power over God. That's almost a joke. That's like saying, oh my, that ant that is coming into my house and it's a biting ant, and I have a dog that's on the floor, and the ant's going to get up and there's nothing I can do about it. It's going to bite my dog. No, I just step on the ant and he's gone. There's no way Satan is on a leash. Do you understand? Judas, God turned it for good. God is not the author of anything. He can't be the author. You understand? Because of his nature, because who he is. Satan is the author, and God turns it all for good. Does Satan want to change a timeline, Gilman? Absolutely. Trying to change it all because he knows what it means in the end. He's trying to bring about an existence on a timeline that will change because he's trying to thwart his demise. Can my timeline change? Yeah. I can change my own personal timeline. When God met me in that Catholic church and fell on me, I could have said no. I wouldn't be sitting here now. Is that a different timeline? Sure, but I have control over that timeline. If I have control over my own timeline, you don't think God doesn't have control of his endless eternal timeline? I don't believe there are many timelines happening. Now, are there parallel universes? I don't know. I do believe in time travel. I do. That doesn't mean that I go in a booth and suddenly I'm in 1848. I don't believe that. I believe just like patriarchs came forward and met with Jesus. That is time travel, guys. I'm just being biblical. It doesn't mean what you see on shows. Okay. I believe possibly President Trump has the ability to look down the portals of time. Maybe a quantum computer says, if you did this, this will happen. If you do that, that'll happen because of the timeline. But if we think Satan can and his minions can take that are in human form, can take a timeline and flip it on God? No, absolutely 100%. And I'd love someone to come on my show and prove that to me. Impossible. Okay, sorry. Can we impeach Supreme Court justices? Zeke 45, I said that in the beginning. Yes, difficult, but it has to be a lot more than this. It has to be, this is not, but in my opinion, Trump is just going to move forward and move past this, because this is not a war, a battle for him to pick in his war. Okay. Blessed PJM, has the Lord revealed to you where he wants your first impact center to be? If so, are you able to reveal where? Well, I'm pretty, unless God says don't say anything, which is a lot of times. I have a lot of secrets. Here's the deal. We really felt New York, Long Island. It's not that we don't feel Long Island anymore. It's just that there's another place and I don't want to reveal that right now. It's just happened about 2 weeks ago and actually got confirmed at a meeting yesterday. Very, very interesting. But what I'm thinking is maybe God will give us enough money to do 2 at once. We're up for that. We're up for doing 3 at once. I don't care if I just fly around the country and I live in an airplane. I don't care. I just want impact centers to change that city. Just like sanctuary cities. No, impact center city. You understand? That's going to change everything. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay, I already did that, Queen Esther. I do not. Is she a Trojan horse? Not, in my opinion, not necessarily a Trojan horse. If you look at her background, I'm not really fond of it. Not really fond of her background. She's got a lot of her father. It's a lot there that I'm not. It depends on if she was groomed in that. Is she one that was placed there? But to call her a Trojan horse, I don't know what she would bring with her to upset it. I don't know. At this point, Alito's my man. He always has been since he was put there, and they despise him big time. So let's see what else. I hope that helped, Queen Esther. All right. Oh, thank you. She said she liked my hair. I'm getting it. I'm getting it changed tomorrow. I'm going dark brown. Going back to my roots. I'm going dark brown, and I'm getting ginger put in it. I should be like Barbie. You know those Barbies you can pull the hair out, change the color, do that. I should have that. Pull my hair because I like changing it. I like changing it. Okay, Zeddy 65. Do you think the truth about those who have been involved with dark evil will be revealed this year? And do you think the executions of those will be televised for the world to see? Part 2, no. I don't believe they will ever be execution on TV. I don't. And let me say this, and again, I might, today may get me in trouble, but you got to allow me to have an opinion too. I don't believe that will happen unless someone gets in office after President Trump. Then it's not going to happen, but someone gets in office that is actually evil and comes in like an antichrist figure and puts it all on TV. I truly can't see anyone with a heart from God that would put that on TV for everybody to see. Children. I don't know. I've never really bought into that. That's all conjecture, in my opinion. It's a desire. I don't know why anyone would want that. Yeah, I would like to know. Yes, let me let you know that it has been proven that the last, voting is not correct, and that, Biden crime family has been convicted of blah, blah. I would like to know that, but not to see people televised executions. No, thank you. I don't know. I don't know where people get this stuff. Will they, those who have been involved with dark evil will be revealed this year? I think the beginning of it will. It depends on how long. See, we've been in this for over 100 years. So to think that everything will be taken care of in 1 year is, in my opinion, a little bit far-reaching, Seti. I'm not saying you're saying that either. You may not even be. But I think it's going to take many years and maybe a couple of terms. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to live in the golden age is not starting, because it is all over the place. I believe more is happening behind the scenes than in front. Now, let me give you a little analogy. You watch me, okay, and you see what you see here. You don't see what else is going on. That's what's happening with President Trump and Vice President Vance and many people that are working with them. They show you what they want you to know right now. I know things that God has spoken to me privately and directly. I've written them down. He doesn't allow me to go and sit and just read stuff. It doesn't. It's just he doesn't. I don't believe he works like that. I don't know. I'm not pointing a finger at anybody. I love everybody. But, I only know what I know from the prophet I worked with. When I'm in a gathering meeting, I'll get prophecy and I'll speak it right there, because God's speaking all the time. I tap in. I hear it. I get the microphone when I speak it. You understand? That's I'm back. And Melissa, that is for all of us. Okay, guys, let me know if I'm back. I'm really nervous here. I just lost. Dennis, somebody let me know. I'm amazing. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I think you are back. Okay. Okay. Wow. 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 Why? No one likes me. Should I take this personal? No one likes me. No one likes me. ADLGS, you look good. You told us you would disclose why you're looking younger. If you want to know, you got to write to me. I'm not making it public. You got to write to me. Write to me at ddgathering@gmail.com and put, I want to know. I don't know what else to say. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going on there. Okay. Delora, Mimi Dance, I'm hoping she stays in power because the ones are going to play. I don't hope he stays in power. I don't, Mimi. No, President, listen. And I'm not making fun of you, Mimi. I love you. I think you're wonderful. But to say I don't think President Trump understands that is like saying to my 4-year-old grandson, you're running with a glass. And he turns around and says, oh, you don't understand why I can run with this glass and never drop it and get caught. President Trump knows what's going on. He knows. For us to think we know him is a little far-reaching for me. I'm not losing weight, ADLGS. It's not what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go back up, guys. I'm sorry. I had to come down. Okay, Epic Insight. Now that it is generally known and accepted that Biden wasn't whole while president, how can his work and his policies be upheld? They have to, things can't just be like, I don't like this piece of paper, I'm going to take it and throw it away. Okay? This is, if Epic Insight, man, it's so frustrating for me sometimes. I agree with you. You see, there is a constitution, and until it is absolutely proven and someone comes forward, a doctor, and says, I want everyone to know that Joe Biden, or the image of Joe Biden that was in office from 2020 to 2024, was not operating under his right mind. And then someone else, a witness of 2 or 3, comes forward, says the same thing. It stands. That's law. That's law. Melissa Wixom, The Gathering in July. Yeah. July. What did I say? You know, I say things, Melissa, so ignore me. Ignore me. So it's not July, no Christ believer. It's on the 4th of July, which that is going to be a prayer meeting from 7 to 9. And then at 9:30, we're having our own private fireworks display. Then the next day, July 5th, is the gathering. And that is from 1 to 5-ish, 6-ish. Okay. All right. Let me see what else I missed. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is me. This is me. This is my scattered self. It's a 10-hour drive for us. Don't think we're going to make it. 10 hours is up easy peasy. Come on. Christ believer, do you think Trump knows about the manipulation of the weather? 100. Melissa Wixom, what was up with Trump saying we're going to Mars? Oh, all right. So let me tell you, I'm going to cover that. I'm going to cover that, Melissa, when we We're doing another Johnny Patriot, Joe Dingle and myself are doing another Antarctica. I believe it's the 19th of this month. I believe it's next Wednesday or the following Wednesday. I'm going to cover that there. I'm going to cover it. Okay. I may, my family and those that are friends with me might disown me completely now, but I'm going to cover it. Aqua Girl, will Doge audit NASA? It is on the chopping block. Yes, it is, Aqua Girl. Has extra. What about the Black Ops programs where the real dollar goes? Do you think they'll expose that to the public finally? I do. I think it's all going to be exposed. There's so many ways this can go. And that's why they always talk about 5D chess, because you got the Supreme Court here, but then you got Doge and then NASA, and then how does that play? It's not like, oh, there's this, and this, and we're going to wipe it all out. It's so like this. It's all intertwined. So I'm not sure. Do you think there's a start of SCOTUS opposing Trump? Are they scared or compromised? I don't trust John Roberts, and the reason I don't trust John Roberts, and I'm going to tell you why, and this reasoning has never failed me. First of all, he was appointed by George W. Bush, and it was unanimous. They confirmed him unanimously right away. You know what that says to me? Ding, ding, ding. Why do the Democrats like him? Think about these things. Look back. John Roberts, who appointed him? What happened? Then you'll understand. Melissa, come to Colorado. Denver's a hot mess. We are coming to Colorado, and we are coming to Denver, and we're hoping for the fall. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I hope Dennis isn't watching. He's going to kill me. That's not definite. That's not definite. That's not definite. All right. Will there be some arrests soon? There are arrests already, Donna Vargas. There's been arrests already. Sandlamp, they despise Clarence Thomas too? Yes, they do. Maybe Dance, I said that. I did that one. Okay, Queen Esther, there seems to be a shift with Pam Bondi. You can see it when she's being interviewed. Something seems different with her. Is it possible their family has been threatened? Something happened. I believe she's going to resign. I'm not saying tomorrow. Before the end of the year. I believe she's probably going to resign, but I believe Trump is going to ask her to resign. I don't want to go into speculation. There's a lot going on there. And I believe she veered when she should have, like she zigged when she was supposed to zag. And he don't like that. Okay, Leroux, when do you think people will start receiving increases in Social Security? I believe this year. The problem is they're trying to stop it all up. You know what I mean? I think President Trump is going to give people a lump sum as well. And I think that'll be this year. I do XZYLA. Do you think 2020 will be proved? I don't want to read that out because this goes up on the other, fake tube. But I do believe that's going to happen. I don't think it'll be reversed. I think it will be revealed. I think it'll be revealed. I think 2016 will be revealed. 2012, 2008, 2004, and 2000. How about that? I think it's all going to be revealed. Serious Salsa, any chance of coming to Rhode Island? Be happy to help you find a place. Rhode Island never have not been given to us yet, but we're open to anything. Mars and Greenland or Antarctica. Okay. Because I can't, I'm trying to, look, L Hewitt, 1158. Can you post it again? I'm sorry. I can't get to all of them. I'm just doing what I'm seeing. No, Molly Martini, you got to pay taxes, but do it right at the end. Wait, you know what I mean? You got to pay credit cards. Your credit. Look, we got to live in the real world. Nasara was something that happened. I don't know if it's going to be brought back up. Now, are there areas of Nasara that are absolutely going to be revealed? But let me just say this, okay? Think of all that Nasara said. When it first came out, I thought, yeah. And then I started, and I did a thing on it and went and read everything it says. And then I came back to reality, and I got very pragmatic. And I said, and then Molly, I said, you know what? If everyone got everything that Nasara says, nobody will work. The whole economy will collapse. Everything will collapse. Nobody's making nothing. Mail's not being delivered. It literally cannot happen. It cannot happen. It would be the biggest blunder that ever happened. Now, can Social Security be raised? Can we get back some money that we paid in? Is there a way to make payments out that little by little? Sure, all of that can happen. But for Nasara to come forward and boom, this country's gone. Gilman, do you think Greenland will be a territory of ours? I do. I don't think immediately, but I do. I do think it will be. Zeke 45, can we seek Doge on the Supreme Court? You know what? You don't have to do that. Even with people like Pelosi, or, they make like 160,000 a year, 180,000 a year. Why is she worth, 45 million? It's not, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure it out. They're all supported. All right, XZYLA. They are all supported the same with Rubio. I don't know what that means. Did you hear that President Trump is reportedly considering a change to U.S. participation in NATO? Yeah, I heard dribs and drabs. I want him to say we're out. And then I want him to say we're out. Wait till you see what I have to play tonight about United Nations and what I put together. Yowza. Where do you see? Can you please post the email address again? It's DD Gathering. Dennis Delora. That's how you remember it. DD Gathering at gmail.com. Has any of RFK Jr.'s Ronnie Ronzo health initiatives been implemented yet? Oh, no. There was one. Oh, man. Did anyone see it yesterday? He was stopping something. I'm so sorry. I've got so much in my brain I can't remember. Ronnie, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But if someone remembers, please post it. Treasure within Earth. Do you think 9/11 will be exposed to the American people? I do. I believe JFK, RFK, MLK, 9/11. I'm hoping Oklahoma City bombing. I'm hoping Sandy, you know it, Sandy Hook, Columbine. I hope they're all revealed. A lot of that was MK Ultra. Haven't heard anything about the Pope lately. What have you heard? Nothing, which makes me think he probably passed and they're trying to figure out what to do. Don't be surprised if he comes out and says, I'm fine, and he ends up being a hologram. I'm telling you, you just don't know. A call for, will we ever find out what really happened to Scalia? I don't know. DJ 1934, what do you think? Paula White is a good spiritual advisor. Well, let me say something that's going to get me in trouble. But then I live here. How do I say this? She is maybe not everything that I would say or believe. There are friends that are Baptists that, don't believe in the baptism of the Holy Spirit. We're very friends. There are people that don't like her for whatever reason. I find it very interesting that my dear friend and co-laborer, Prophet Kim Clement, gave that woman a word, gave that woman a word, and said God would raise her up and that she would not, you go look it up if you want, you don't believe me, and that she would not be taken down. And, she's not perfect by any means, but neither am I. Do I like what she does? No. But I'm sure she probably doesn't enjoy what I do either. So President Trump found God through Paula White. I can't judge it. I can't judge it. Will I ever? Deborah, would you even consider interviewing Dane Wigington? I don't even know who that is. Grandmas, do you know Code Pink is an anti-war, anti-globalist woman's cult? Interesting, the Dems were pink at Trump. Listen, at President Trump's speech, could you send that to me? DDGathering at Gmail. I'd love to see the information about that. I know nothing about it. Hunter House, Delora, how about Canada? Chances of being the 51st state? I don't think so. I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe that after was gone, which I believe is going to be soon, it'll be in a different situation. It will be in our best interest to have them autonomous and being their own country. Understand when it happens. You'll say, I remember Delora said that. Okay. Zeke 45, do you believe Dan Crenshaw will be exposed as dirty? I believe he already has been. Yeah, Grandma's. Laura, I'd like to know why President Trump, in order to have millions of trees cut down, any take on that? Yeah, I do have an opinion on that. Not say he had millions of trees cut down and not saying that he's also harvesting. This is what he's doing, not harvesting, planting. So he, because Canada has Trudeau, can't say Canada, because Trudeau has said, I'm putting like a 50% tariff on lumber. We get a lot of lumber from Canada to build homes, things like that. President Trump doesn't want that to stop. So he gave an order to cut down like 1 million trees, whatever's needed. And as you're cutting them down, you're planting as many as you cut. That's what he ordered. I can handle cutting down a tree. Not true. What he's greater amount of trees. So yeah, I hope that what he's doing is making sure. See, Trudeau's trying to cripple the building industry in this country. Really? Never going to happen. XZYLA, I meant it's fully supported and confirmed Rubio like they did with Roberts. Makes me not trust him. Even Trump mentioned it and joked about the great support for him. Yeah, I'll tell you what I think has happened with Rubio. I think, look, people that are not spiritual cannot see what happens to people spiritually. I looked at Rubio and I went, holy moly, this man is different than little Marco from 2016. Completely different. I don't know what happened to him, if stuff in his life happened to him, if it changed him. Man that can credit to his Lord and Savior, Jesus. He's the only one he thanks. That man is different. Okay. They do not know he's the new Rubio. They don't know it. They can't see it. President Trump could. That's why he's where he is. And he's doing a heck of a job too. He's doing a heck of a job. Christ believer, I've checked 3 places for here in Charlotte. Will you come here? Does it always have to be in a church? Absolutely not. Here's the thing, Christ believer, why we look for churches. Because when we go into a hotel, they want like 10 grand for the room. And then we have to fly our whole team in. And then they all need hotels in there. And then all the food And then we got to get the food. They can't let us cater. We got to get the hotel food. And then we got to order the video through them, sound through them. Turns out like 35 grand. We saved like 10, 12,000 going into a church. That's why we can't do it. Okay. RC Hookie, I think there's something suspicious about the passing of Prince the singer. Oh, I do too. But I think that about Michael Jackson. I think that about, I think that about, what's her name? Whitney Houston. If they are dead, which I think probably most of the people that said died are dead. I don't think everybody's alive. So that's just my opinion. Molly Martini, Federal Reserve and going back to the gold standard. Thoughts? Absolutely 100%, 1,000,000%, 1 gazillion percent. Timeline, I don't know. Aqua Girl, does it concern you that BlackRock bought Panama Canal from Hong Kong and Trump sees it as American ownership? How can that be? No, you got it wrong, Aqua Girl. Here's the deal. We lost thousands of men and women that were working on the Panama Canal when it was built. Thousands. China comes in, BlackRock comes in. Believe me as I'm sitting here, Panama will be back in the hands of the United States, and it should be. We're the ones that built it in an agreement with Panama, not with Hong Kong, BlackRock. It will be back. It will be back. Okay. Let's see. Am I at the end here? Do you think they will dissolve the Fed? Yes. If it's not already dissolved. We don't know. See, a lot of things we don't know, and I know you probably know this, XZYLA, because not everything is told to us. It's sad, but there are reasons. Listen, think of it this way, and maybe you guys can understand. If you're parents, you have children. Do your children know every single thing about your life? Do they know every single thing about your husband's life? Do they know every single thing about everything in you? No. There are some things that would harm them if they knew. You got to think of it that way. You have to remember, look at it from the big picture, okay? Not from your own emotional, how do I see it? Look at it from the big picture. My kids don't know everything about my relationship with my husband, about my life, things I've done, things that have happened. I don't know everything about my parents. Things are better not said for the sake of the health of our kids. Same thing with the country, for the sake of the health of our country. Mimi Dance, Delora, does God show you anything about Canada? Both sides are very corrupt. I know many prophets says Canada is going to shake violently. I don't believe God is going to shake the Canadian people. I believe God is going to shake those that have done Canada bad. I don't think it's going to be a shaking to hurt Canadians. Just like right now, there's a shaking going on in this country. It's not hurting us in our best interest. But look what's going on. Same thing. I hope that answers it, Mimi Dance. DG 1934, do you think JFK Jr. is alive? I do. But it's not because of all the stuff I hear. Everybody said and all that. I don't, and that he was R on Q and all that. I don't. I believe it because I believed it since 1999, DG. Since 1999. And there are many reasons why. The biggest reason is he went nowhere without his dog. Nowhere. Zero. Now, stupid, right? Why this? This is what I put it on? Yeah. He would go into meetings, he would have his dog. So he's going to a family affair on Martha's Vineyard, and he doesn't bring his dog? He leaves him with a friend? Nope. Doesn't make sense. What do I think? I never said it. I'll say it now. I believe they bailed. I believe the reason they didn't take the dog is because he was concerned about the dog, either having a heart attack, jumping out of a plane, or I don't know. Now, I've looked for Caroline and her sister to see if they ever took parachute lessons, like, if they've ever jumped out of a plane, something like that. I couldn't find anything. But, and then if you remember, and it's taken down now, you can't find it now, and I have it somewhere. I literally have this somewhere of how they dove down into the Atlantic Ocean, and they found, and when they were pulling them out of the plane that was broken up, it looked exactly like a dummy in Macy's store. Exactly like a dummy. And then a staunch Irish Catholic, understand, I was brought up not too far from where they live. They were as Catholic as you can be, that whole family, which if you were Catholic, especially back then, you did not cremate anyone. That was the biggest no-no going. So they cremate him, and then there's only 4 or 5 people in attendance, and they throw him off the back of a boat in the Atlantic Ocean. No, I don't think so. I hope that answers it. What are your thoughts on the October 7th attack on Israel? I heard that some of this is not true and that some of it might be faked. Not sure what is true, what is not. I agree, Renee Marie. I don't know what's true and what isn't. The only thing I do know is that I know of people that were affiliated with Kim, and they have with how the family, everything were attacked and killed was absolutely true. So that's what I go by. See, I go by boots on the ground. Christ believer, they ever find the gold at Fort Knox? It's the same thing. I was just for that today. I can't find anything on it. Anybody finds anything on that, please let me know. Now, they stop again. Goes again. I have a feeling. Say that again, in case President Trump kept talking about Elon Musk talking about the gold. So my feeling is they found it. It's there, which I'm happy about. Will Bill Gates ever pay for their crimes against humanity? I believe that's in process already. Ronnie Ronzo, Johnny Patriot going to be on Fab 4 anytime soon. He does. Let me tell you, I would have him on more, but he asked me to please not include him a lot because he's busy and he's got a lot of stuff going on. I would make it Fab 5. I agree with you, Ronnie Ronzo. He's like my favorite. So other than Dennis, of course, but I try to do special ones now. So I might do a special with him. Honestly, his research is on par with mine. That's what I like. He what foundation that research is on, and that is very, very important. Yeah, Dennis has been so solid on his research lately. Oh, he has, and let me tell you, he's gifted for finances. Molly Martini, pre-trib or post-trib? Molly, how'd you do that to me, huh? How'd you do that? She, I'm going to put a heart here because I know. Let me be kind of candid about this. Always was pre-trib. What do I think now? I'm not sure. I'm going to tell you why. I have a few people that I respect highly that has gone through the Bible and shown us other things. So now I don't know. I don't know. I've been taught pre-trib, but I don't know now. I'm open. See, if God, if you can prove it to me in the word of God, I can't go any other place. So, Molly, I hope that answered. I need really an answer because I don't have it. I don't have an answer. Do you think Q is real or a psyop from the bad side? I think Q is a psyop from the good side. Okay, let's see. This is going to be my last few. Okay, do you think Diana is alive? I don't. Nana Lynn, I don't. Go to my, I didn't see it. I'm so sorry, guys. Honestly, you should be at this end. I don't know. Okay. Okay, sorry. Curious to why you don't reference more events to Q. No reason. No reason. Yeah, the deltas have been so strong lately. I think probably because others maybe can do a better job at it. Where to 11. I love it, and you have to understand, I was in it before 99% of the world was in it. I was in it when we were getting private messages about it. So I was in it from the beginning. But I don't, I don't know, maybe I should. It's just a lot of people do, and I like to hit things other people don't do and they don't look at. I look at things a different way. I know I'm breaking up, Mimi. Okay, so let me go down. Where, Queen Esther, where is Delora? Oh boy. Am I here? Am I back, Queen Esther? Gilman, we'll do this. We'll do these Q&As every few months. I question David Icke. I'm sorry. I really do. Stu Peters, I question at times. But you can't go by me with that because I question a lot of people. Look, if they veer from the word of God, I question them because the word of God is the sure foundation. And that's God's word. That's who he is. He's this. He's this. Well, you found me. He said, you find me in the volume of the book. That's it. I can't, David Icke goes off on these things. Well, this is this is that. I don't go by people's opinions. I don't go by people's opinions. I really don't. So can you do a show on the attack of the USS Liberty? It was a huge cover-up. Yeah, I almost did a whole thing on that, Queen Esther, but there's two sides to that, my friend. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I stopped. There's two sides to that. What's your opinion about Trump wanting to put an Iron Dome over the USA, a Liberty Bell 57? He doesn't call it an Iron Dome. He calls it a gold dome. I think it's amazing. I think he should do it. And I think we need it ASAP. Last question, Renee Marie, do you think, this is a good one to stop at, do you think we will get the 5,000 checks per household like Doge says? If so, will it be soon? Doge threw that out there. People are saying they were just hearing, they were just fooling around and trying to create something. I don't believe it. I believe Trump told him to do that. And I believe it will happen. And I believe it will be before the end of the year. But okay. All right. That's it for today. I will absolutely do this again. I promise you. I will do it again. Queen Esther, release the money. Yeah, like release the Kraken. So much for that. Anyway, love you all dearly. I hope I answered some of your stuff. I would have answered other things, but this is the questions I got, and I think they were pretty darn good. Fab 4 is going to be, it's about the spirit of Judas, the spirit of betrayal. It's going to be very powerful tonight. That's right here for those of you who are new, right here on Rumble at 6 p.m. Eastern. So National Gathering, July 4th, 5th, tickets out next week. We just got so much happening. People in the chat, you're all going to look together, sit together. Very excited about that. Necklace, Psalm 91. These go like, bam, they're in, boop, they're gone. So please, if you want, it's also in gold, by the way. This is stainless steel. It's got the angel's feather. Oh my God, this is so amazing to wear. Psalm 91 here, and the jewel. So there's that. The earrings, I'm going to take it off again. I should have just left it off. These are Psalm 91 feather crystal dangle earrings. They're a new edition. They are a pre-order, guys. You see, I don't know if you can see it. See that angel in there with a halo around it? I just love this. And then the crystal. This is an Austrian crystal. This is new. And then my favorite things, I could take these out of my car. This is a car charm. This goes over your rear view mirror. Okay, there's a bunch of new ones. One says, God is never more than a prayer away. May he guide you safely day by day. I love this. And it's got the angel wings from Psalm 91 on it in a little tassel. Now, they're tumblers. When you see the tumbler tonight, you're going to be like, I don't even believe they do this by hand with the machine by hand. It's incredible. Copper. Wait till you see it. Anyway, a lot of new items on the website. If you didn't see the scarves, go look at the scarves. Go to the new tab on the website, joyandcountry.com. New Saturday steals right now and until tomorrow at midnight. Now, remember, it pushes ahead an hour. So it's really like till 11. You understand? I don't know if she made do for that. So don't wait till midnight tomorrow night. Okay. Saturday steals, 10% off everything till tomorrow night at midnight with the code Saturday. Discount also applies to all clearance and free US shipping. Always. And we will see you tonight. Awesome show. Love you dearly. And for all of you, until I see you on part 2, go in the power of God. Ciao, everybody. Love you.